the classic rookie-veteran matchup on the front row. Sawalich inside of Austin Hill. A driver going for his first career victory next to a driver that's won here 3 times in 2025.
Denny Hamlin achieved a milestone that only 21 other drivers in NASCAR history have accomplished. Yet his 700th Cup Series start at Nashville Superspeedway became one of the most controversial weekends of his career. The 44-year-old veteran didn't just make history, he shocked the entire NASCAR community with explosive criticisms that broke conventional professional protocols. June 1st marked Hamlin's entry into an exclusive club as the 22nd driver to reach 700 NASCAR Cup Series starts. This achievement placed him alongside legends like Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson, who had reached the same milestone just 1 week earlier at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Hamlin has driven the number. 11 cars for Joe Gibbs Racing since 2006, accumulating 56 career victories that rank him 11th all-time in Cup Series history. The weekend carried unprecedented personal stakes. Hamlin's fiancée, Jordan Fish, was due to give birth to their 3rd child and first son on the exact same day as the race. Fish's due date was June 1st, the same date as the Cracker Barrel 400 at Nashville Superspeedway. Hamlin stated this during his Saturday interview with NBC's Dustin Long.
I can't miss it. I mean, you know, I certainly got to be there for her, and that's obviously the biggest priority. I just wish it would hang on a little bit longer.
Joe Gibbs Racing had backup driver Ryan Truex fitted into the number, 11 Toyota, and ready to substitute if Hamlin received the call that Fish had gone into labor. Truex hadn't started a Cup Series race since a 23-race stint in 2014. NASCAR would have granted Hamlin a playoff waiver for missing the race due to childbirth, as this constitutes an excused absence from a points race. Hamlin explained the logistical challenge. He said, "I didn't put a time on it. I think that there's probably an 8-hour window that I don't think it would be possible for me to do both." Following the Nashville race, NASCAR announced Hamlin's qualification for the new in-season challenge as one of 32 drivers competing for a $1 million prize. Hamlin currently sits 4th in points with 2 wins this season, automatically qualifying him for the special competition. However, his reaction shocked the NASCAR community when he openly criticized the format and track selection during the Nashville race weekend. His comments represented a departure from typical diplomatic driver responses to NASCAR initiatives. "I was really excited until I saw the tracks on it," Hamlin stated. "You got a super speedway, you got road courses in there. To be truthful, we are going to have to get pretty lucky, or have such a good draw that things just work out. I wish it held more conventional ovals, but it's just the way the schedule works out." The in-season challenge features 5 races across different track types: Atlanta Motor Speedway, Chicago Street Course, Sonoma Raceway, Dover Motor Speedway, and Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Hamlin explained that these circuits don't favor his typical strengths and fall outside his optimal part of the season. The competition uses a single elimination bracket system where drivers face head-to-head matchups. Seeding is based on performance in 3 earlier Cup events: Michigan International Speedway, Autódromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico, and Pocono Raceway. Winners advance through rounds until 2 drivers meet in the final at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Hamlin's criticism directly challenged NASCAR's decision-making process. He admitted that luck would be a key factor for success rather than consistent skill on conventional ovals. His comments suggested that NASCAR prioritized entertainment value over showcasing driver expertise on traditional tracks. Brad Keselowski, co-owner of RFK Racing and the 32nd qualifier for the challenge, offered a notably different perspective during the same Nashville weekend. Keselowski barely made the cut as the last driver on the points table. "It will be fun to talk about when it gets going," Keselowski said. "It's good for the sport, good for our fans. It's a competition, and if it is a competition, we want to win it. With that said, our heads are down and focused on 1 week at a time, really 1 day at a time, and that is Nashville, and it is hard to look further ahead than that." Keselowski's diplomatic approach highlighted how Hamlin's direct criticism stood out as unusually confrontational within the NASCAR community. Keselowski has secured only 1 victory since 2022, and his 2025 performance includes just a single top 10 finish. Despite acknowledging the competition's potential benefits, his measured response contrasted sharply with Hamlin's blunt assessment. During the Nashville race, Hamlin experienced multiple equipment failures that triggered an unprecedented public outburst over team radio. His helmet's air circulation hose became detached twice during the race, forcing him to compete without fresh air in humid conditions. When the air hose failed for the second time in Stage 3, with under 100 laps remaining, Hamlin's frustration exploded into an expletive-filled radio transmission that shocked listeners across the NASCAR community. He radioed this to his crew chief. The outburst was particularly striking.
I lost my fucking helmet hose again. Gotta get the interior of our car right. Fucking unacceptable. Copy.
Because it occurred during what should have been a celebratory milestone race. Hamlin competed without 3 critical comfort elements that other drivers routinely enjoy: functioning helmet air circulation, water supply, and a cool suit system. After the race, Hamlin explained the physical toll. He said, "That's 3 elements that the other drivers had I didn't have. So yeah, I got hot. I had to Carson Hocevar the helmet visor up there to try to get a little air in." The reference to Carson Hocevar indicated that Hamlin had to copy a rookie's technique of driving with his helmet visor up just to get minimal fresh air. This demonstrated the severity of the equipment problems and the desperate measures required to continue competing. Despite the severe equipment handicaps, Hamlin delivered an impressive performance that made his criticism of the team more pointed. He started second alongside pole sitter Chase Briscoe and remained competitive throughout the 300-lap event. Hamlin led 79 laps during the race, the second most behind eventual winner Ryan Blaney's 139. He won Stage 1 and finished third in Stage 2 before ultimately placing third overall. His final position matched Jeff Gordon's record for the best finish by a driver making their 700th career start, achieved at Darlington in 2013. The achievement becomes more remarkable considering he competed without basic safety and comfort equipment while dealing with extreme heat buildup inside his car. His ability to maintain competitive pace while physically compromised demonstrates why he remains one of NASCAR's elite drivers after 700 starts. Hamlin explained his race strategy. "Our best strategy at that point was to go long, and you either catch a caution or another caution comes. We all were going to stay out so the lap times don't fall off, and then we got fresher tires." However, Ryan Blaney's superior long-run speed proved insurmountable. "Just couldn't run with the 12 there in the super long run," Hamlin said. "After 40 laps, I could maintain with him. But then after that, he just pulled away and stretched it on us." The track conditions changed dramatically during the final portion of the race, affecting Hamlin's ability to challenge for the victory. He explained the evolution that sealed his third-place finish, despite having a car capable of winning. "We got jumped by the number 77, and then the track just went through a really weird phase there the last 30 laps, where everyone had to pin to the bottom," Hamlin said. "I think there was not enough cars running in the middle, and it threw dust up in that middle and top lane, so it was not an option. It was like ice up there. That definitely hurt the passing." This track evolution forced all drivers to run a single groove, eliminating passing opportunities and preventing Hamlin from advancing his position. The situation frustrated his championship hopes as he possessed the speed to contend for victory, but couldn't execute due to track conditions and equipment failures.